separated from his wife.
Mm.
Did I tell you?
No.
And the children are about 18 and 16.
Mm-hmm.
The boy of 18 still at college, and the girl, 15, 16, is not at college. She's sort of dipped out and a concern.
Right.
And so usually when he comes up from Christchurch, he goes to his daughter in Johnsonvale, but she and her husband had got sick of the Wellington weather and they moved to Napier.
Mm.
So that's why Ron stayed 3 nights with me. Then he went on to Napier
Mm-hmm.
and stayed up there with the family. And then came down again and stayed in the house with his son,
Mm-hmm.
because they share the house. The children stay where they are, where they live, and the parents move, you know?
They go backwards and forwards.
Yes, often. So he had his son's half week.
Right.
Yeah, but it's interesting because I have thought at times it wasn't fair that he wasn't a Christian and his kids, 3 kids all married and stayed
But
married.
God has smited him, it turns out.
Yeah.
I'm being sarcastic.
It's only one of them, but
Why did they break up?
well, they both got somebody else. But I think had a lot to do with the house. It was a ridiculous house. They had plenty of money. They bought this house in Wadestown, and it's on 3 levels. The master bedroom was supposed to be was the one on the bottom floor, and then bedrooms on each of the floors. And when the children were little, the parents split up the beds. You know, they didn't sleep together because they had to keep an eye on the little children. And it seemed ridiculous to me. And they didn't have anywhere for Ron to go to be.
So they separated a long time ago.
No, they haven't.
No, they separated emotionally a long time ago. When a couple choose,
I think so, yes.
when a young couple choose not to be in the same bedrooms.
Not a long time ago, but it's been coming. Now, it's 10:02. I think we...
How old are their children?
Quite a bit to do, haven't we?
How old are their children?
What?
How old are the children?
Oh,
16 and 18.
16.
But you said they moved out of the same bedrooms into separate bedrooms to keep an eye on the children.
When the children were little.
But did they come back together?
Oh, I think so.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so do you think we should start cooking? And
Mm. Do you have a bowl? Like a large bowl I can put mash in to heat up in the microwave?
okay. Does it have to be able to be microwaved?
I'm going to put it in the microwave, yes.
Oh, okay.
So a big glass one? Perhaps I should have bought one, I didn't think. Would you like me to get it?
The bottom one
Yep,
of those.
if you
I suppose.
evacuate the area, I can get the bowl.
Bum, 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 bum. There's nothing I can do, is there? Katie actually makes she bothers to keep in touch, doesn't she?
Good heavens.
To you?
No, with you.
Not particularly anymore.
Oh, really?
Goodness me.
What has the world come to? The whole world is going to the dogs.
Collins is accusing the government of already...
How do I turn this on, Mother? Which one of your many unplugs that aren't in?
Oh, this Andy's been vacuuming and he pulled it out.
But that was the that's the
Okay.
oh yeah. Shall I put the news on?
Well, I don't think it's important, you know. Oh, you mean the TV one? But it's not time yet. I think it's, no, it's only... Oh, the Crusaders beat the Chiefs. That was amazing, because the Chiefs have been winning hands down.
Golly gosh. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh, here's Shirley. Come in, come in.
I think it's locked. No, maybe it's not.
Hello, Shirley. How are you?
Welcome.
I'm good.
Howdy doody.
It's your Mother's Day celebration, is it?
You can expect better food than tomato.
Oh, you want it not?
Well, I'd have to pull the thing out because the ambulance wouldn't be able
Where's
to
the-
get in
Well, it's funny because
if it's locked.
I had them get into, when they were renovating my bathroom, and I was told if the key's in there you can't get in. But they got into my house
There's always a way.
with a key in the door. I don't know how they did it, but yeah. I didn't know they were coming there early.
Do
so
the ambulance have master keys that people go on most doors?
No, she has to leave the key in that little box out there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, they have the key code to the box,
Right.
and then they open it. But I've always thought,
Are you going
because
to carve the chicken?
If you're ready,
Yeah.
yep.
because the previous owner of my house, the police broke the door down,
Which is a little bit more expensive,
and it's evidently been walked ever since.
But manageable.
Yeah.
If it needs to be done,
Yeah,
then it needs to be done.
yeah.
Are the veggies cooked?
Nearly.
Hello.
How close is nearly? 'Cause
Hello,
once
how
I
are you?
unwrap the chicken,
I'm good.
Okay, well,
I'll do it.
Same
So
old,
you're ready.
same old.
5 minutes.
Any time at all, we'll do the chicken.
Oh dear.
We've been playing Scrabble. Campbell and I,
Yes, we have, haven't
on
we?
the app.
It's been. Do you think it's fun?
It's quite good. I just I was on another site before you invited me to play, and then I thought I'll try your site. There's lots of, if you want to get extra stuff. I don't know what all the extra stuff is for yet. I haven't quite worked it out.
Hmm.
Do you know what I mean? The extra
Or can you buy it on?
Not really. Oh,
on the
oh,
Scrabble.
the
I mean,
extra little games
Yeah.
and the.
yeah.
Oh, they just. Well, they just go out of their way to make it complicated and whatever.
Yes, they do. They do
I
make
find it
complicated.
hard. I've got games with quite a lot of other people,
Yeah, I have too.
and they don't. They never seem to show your one. I have to go looking for it.
Oh well. Yeah, how are you, Andy?
I'm very well, thanks.
Are you? How's work? Still
Busy?
busy?
Mm. Seems to be just the state of things, I think, at the moment.
Beef.
Yeah.
That's okay. You work longer hours than I do, I suspect.
Your mother told me that you had Guillain-Barré as a, didn't you?
Mm.
Yeah, we've got a cluster at the moment that's
Oh,
making
really?
us very busy. Well, I don't know if you can call it a cluster.
But
Because
it's
they're
meant to
probably
be
from
1 in a million, I think.
Huh?
Yeah.
Was it 1 in a million? The doctor when I got it said it was
okay.
a.
Oh no! Oh,
I will find out.
tibia.
Good point.
Are they
Ooh,
responding well? And
24.
what level of paralysis are they at?
Quite severe, really. They've all had ICU stays. One didn't.
Oh, that's
What?
not nice. Yay, thank you.
One wasn't on a respirator, but the other two were.
That would have been unpleasant. I didn't
Yeah.
have to be on a respirator.
I do have. We've had others, and they've, kind of.
Well, it's more like 1 in 100,000.
You were unable to
It's,
walk, weren't you?
40 to 80 New Zealanders each year.
Got 3 at the moment.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
How did
I
it
don't know
affect
what you
you?
call a cluster though, because definition, I think they have to all be environmentally, and these people probably
Right.
live in different parts of.
And it's not normally, like, they don't know quite why you get Guillain-Barré, do they?
No, obviously there must be some predisposition for some
Mm.
people, because you can put people in the same environment, same exposure, and why
Mm.
do some get it? And
And some don't, that's right. Yeah, the ventilator would be unpleasant. That's quite extreme, isn't it?
whether it affects the respiratory muscles,
Mm.
yeah.
I only got down to face and digestive and walking.
Mind you, if it's your face, often, because it does that, that up. So it was good that you didn't.
Mm.
Yeah.
Lucky.
I have memories of when I was working up north, this man, and all he could do was eyelids. I was working in intensive care
Mm.
up north, and he did. I think one stage it was only his eyelids, but then he could start to do this. And I've heard that's not uncommon when they're in intensive care, because they come back and they can't talk, but they can make little sounds.
Yeah.
And this, we just have this great memory of this. We'd be waiting, and then the go on this, and
Excellent.
someone else said it was happening at the hut the same.
Right.
They make these little
'Cause
noises,
they can't
and
press
off
a
you.
button or anything.
No. These ones have got in the water got modified. One of them's got a modified button. Yeah.
Right.
Flat down, hit down one.
Oh, right.
He used to have one that he used to use his chin,
Mm.
but we never liked those, because they sit in your face. They
Right.
sit inside the person's face.
Mm.
You've got to do this with.
If you've got the
Oh,
motor skills
dear.
for bang something, that's good.
Yeah, that's come. So have you been for a swim, Campbell,
Yes.
today?
Oh, that's not very
No.
nice.
Did you?
No.
What's the yes? Yes?
Oh, I can do evil. Look at that.
Look at that.
You did some fancy things.
What?
You did some fancy
I
calls.
had a couple of good ones, didn't I?
I had anal, and then anal can very easily be turned into canal.
That's very good.
And isn't it funny? There is anal and then canal, completely different pronunciation.
How are your girls?
They are good,
Are they?
I believe. Yep. Don't see or hear much of Melissa, but she's engaged
Right.
to what I understand is a lovely young man, which is cool.
Have you met him?
No. Have you met? You haven't met. Have you met? No. No. We're on the dark list at the moment.
Oh,
so
are you? Oh dear.
never mind. And
Do,
my
do.
youngest is doing well.
Okay.
Katie,
Yeah,
yeah.
she's actually
Do.
has decided that they are non-binary, so and they have changed their name. So Katie is now known as Jane, and doesn't go by a gendered pronoun, so is a they. So
Oh,
that's interesting.
oh, she's changed her name by deep
No, just by reference.
reference. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
so that's very interesting.
she's at Otago
Yeah,
studying
psychology and music,
music. I knew it was music. Oh,
and doing well by all accounts.
oh, that's good. She still keeps in touch with you.
A little bit.
Right.
I am on the blacklist.
Oh, okay. So they're in touch with Georgie, are they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
How do you think it's time to cut the chicken?
Yes, are your vegetables cooked?
Yes.
Good. Yeah, I was ready at 5:20 to cut the chicken. So
What?
I was ready at 5:20 to cut the chicken.
Oh, there's Shirley. Who's Shirley?
I don't know who Shirley is.
Shall I pick it up, or shall we put it out so people can see it?
Oh, what can I do?
That's a bit of a distance.
Where would you like
They're
me?
all stuck over one side there.
I know, not very good. Your mother would have a
That.
comment about that. She'd say,
Do you want another plate?
she'd say, come on. She'd say,
No, that's a herb.
you've got to open up the board.
Yes. Can you do the same word twice?
Yes, you can.
Isn't that naughty though?
I put naughty down as one word. I swapped a
That.
couple of letters and then got naughty out of it.
Oh, looks good.
I wonder if there's a
I
tet.
put that in the
Well, there's a word tet. T-E-T.
It's not Tourette's. Do you know?
You
Is
can
it
push
related to
on it
Tourette's?
and it gives you a the dictionary definition. Oh, come on.
It's been a funny day, hasn't it, weather-wise?
I found it a bit depressing. Tet, ninth letter of the Hebrew alphabet. Oh, must remember that. Very,
Did they use that as an option?
I
yeah,
was looking up the
tet.
what the word means.
Tet.
If you keep that,
Oh,
then I'll wrap the bones up in it,
yes.
and I'll take the bones. So
Vomit.
the bones. So
Vomit.
if you just put that down somewhere,
Vowel. I can do vowel.
so we'll just keep it like that.
Vowel.
When
Vowel.
Smells good.
Vowels.
it's good, it's the easiest of cooking, given the lovely
Yeah.
people at the
Yes,
supermarket.
man.
Yeah, I reckon that's a good
Dreadful.
one too, actually.
I have no problems with that,
Vowel.
I think I need to do it.
Like it.
and you will.
Vowum.
It's on
Vowum.
special in
Pack and save.
Hackensack this week.
Super
I think
thick.
Pack and save can vary as to when they have a good. I think you will consistently have them every day.
I will need another plate, please.
Double letter. Menacing. No. No. Menace. Menace.
Mantra.
I don't
Mana.
think you can do anything with that.
Mana.
Crest.
Have you had a vaccination?
I've had one of two.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
did you find it?
Well, it's the second one that some of my colleagues are having.
troubles with.
Yeah, I was sore for 24 hours, my arm,
Mm-hmm.
and just, localised pain.
Right.
And I was fine. I had it when I was at
Wow.
work. It was a bit opportunistic. They were looking for people. I decided I'd go and have it. But my next one's scheduled next week. But some people have... We've had a nurse, well, I've heard at the hospital generally, someone vomited afterwards. But, I mean, really, it's attenuated. It's not live vaccine. So,
But that's also common of other vaccines, isn't
yes, it is,
Which
yeah.
is why so many vaccines you're told you have to wait for 20 minutes in the waiting room
yeah,
because you might have a reaction to it.
yeah.
So it's not the fear of COVID, it's just the...
But did you get that publicity in the mail?
I
Pardon?
haven't seen anything.
Did you get
The
a
little
brochure?
thing about it, yeah.
Yeah, it says that basically it doesn't stop you spreading COVID. It will give you a lesser dose of the disease if you get it,
A less fatal.
a less fatal dose.
Bridget's had her first one.
Right.
Right, are we ready for dinner?
Yes.
Because this is good to
Would
go.
you like to come and serve yourself?
What, is that what everyone's doing? Please, I'll just have what's left.
Tea, flash, tea, kite, kitey.
This is the laziest
No.
potato.
What is?
This is the laziest way to have mashed potato.
Is it?
Oh, that's frozen mashed potato.
Oh,
But this is also
Oh no.
mashed potato.
That's interesting,
I
dang.
think they make better than
It's just dumb.
might be that.
So, no.
Campbell,
Mm?
dinner?
It's gravy.
Oh, thank you.
The potato's not quite ready yet.
Just a couple of minutes.
Another few minutes.
Can I do that?
Yes, sure. It was out of a packet, and then there was a bit of juice from the thing. That's why it looks a bit greasy on top.